Welcome back. So today we're going to learn how to solve multi-step word problems. So as always, we're going to start with some I can statements. So the first one is super basic. It's just I can solve multi-step word problems. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will be able to solve multi-step word problems. The second is I can recognize when to use each of the four signs when solving word problems. So we know the four signs are add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize different words that give clues so you can know when to add, subtract, multiply, and divide when setting up your equations to solve the word problems. And the last I can statement is I can assess whether the answer is reasonable and fits the problem. So this means, for example, if we're talking about chickens, and the answer we got was 4.25 chickens. Well, we know we can't have 0.25 chickens. We have to have at least 4 chickens or 5 chickens or 3 chickens. We can't have 0.25 chickens. So we have to be able to recognize this and know that this answer is not reasonable, and then be able to round so that the answer makes sense for the problem. So we're going to start out with a quick warm-up problem. So this problem reads, Robin had 17 math problems for homework. If she finished 8 of them on the bus ride home, how many more did she have to go? So we're going to start with color coding each of these. So Robin had 17 math problems total for her homework. Now, she already finished 8 of them. So we're going to make 8 of them blue. Those are the ones she already finished. She still has some more left over, which is what we're trying to figure out. So we're going to make that purple. We are going to call that, how many more she had left, P. So P is what we're trying to figure out. So, P for problems. She starts out with 17 math problems. So we can write that over here. So we're going to write 17 math problems. That's how many she started out with. Now she already finished 8 out of 17 of her math problems. So we can subtract 8 from 17 because she already finished. 8 of those are done. And we know that P is what she has left. So we know that 17 minus 8 equals P. Now, what's 17 minus 8? We know that 17 minus 8 is 9. So, P is going to equal 9. And that's our answer. So now we're going to start getting into the multi-step word problems. So let's start with this one. For Halloween, Debbie and her sister combined the candy they received. Debbie had 32 pieces of candy, while her sister had 42. If they ate 35 pieces the first night, how many pieces do they have left? So, we are going to start with figuring out what sign we want to use for this first section. So we know it's multi-step, so we know we have to use 2 different signs. So for Halloween, Debbie and her sister combined the candy they received. Now, if we're combining, that means we're putting them together or we're adding. So we know we're going to have to use some addition in this problem. So Debbie had 32 pieces of candy while her sister had 42. So since they're combining them, we know we have to add. So we're going to do 32 plus 42 equals, we know that equals 74. So their combined total is 74 pieces of candy. So that's the first step of the problem. Now that we have the first step, we're going to start on the second step. So if they ate 35 pieces the first night, how many pieces do they have left? So we know that their combined total of candy is 74. And since they ate 35 pieces of the 74, eating them means they're gone, which we know. So we're going to have to use subtraction because they ate 35 pieces the first night, and we want to know how many they have left. So we're going to do 74, because that's their combined total of candy, minus the 35 pieces that they ate to figure out how many they have left. So we know this. We have to do some borrowing, which we know how to do. 14 minus 5 is 9, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So we know that they have 39 pieces left, which we're going to circle because that's our final answer. So this is our first example of the multi-step word problem using addition because of the word combined and subtraction because of the word ate, because we know that 8 means that they are no longer there. Right, so now that we've had one example of the add subtract multi-step word problem, let's have you try this example on your own. So pause this video right now, do this problem on your own piece of paper. Once you're finished with that, start the video again to find out if you did the problem correctly. Welcome back. So, Roger had $16. For his birthday, he got $28 more, but spent $25 on a new game. How much money does he have now? So, Roger started with $16, so we can write that down now because we know that he has $16. For his birthday, he got $28 more, so let's just start with that part. For his birthday, he got $28 more. So, we know that more means that he is adding to his collection, so we're going to use addition. So, we're going to do $16 he already had, plus the 28 more dollars that he got for his birthday. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 4. So Roger right now has $44, which is the 16 he had plus the 28 he got for his birthday. However, Roger really wanted that new Mario game, so he spent $25 on it. So right now he has $44. Let's change the color. So now he has $44 to start out with. But he wanted the new Mario game, so he spent $25 on it. Now, if you're spending money, that means you're getting rid of it, or you're using it, so we have to use subtraction. So 44 minus 25 is 19. So that's how much money he has now, $19. Put the dollar sign and don't forget to circle your final answer. So Roger started out with $16, got 28 more for his birthday, which led him to have $44 total. However, he wanted the new Mario game, so he spent 25 of his $44, and now he has $19 left over. So that's your answer. Alright, so this is our next type of multi-step word problem. So this reads, a developer was buying land. He bought 4 acres at $1,863 per acre. He then split the land he purchased into 9 lots. How much should he sell each lot for to break even? So, we're going to start out with the first part of this problem. So he bought 4 acres at $1,863 per acre. So per acre means for 1 acre, that's how much it costs. But he bought 4 of them. So we know we're going to have 4 acres. That's how many he bought. And then we know that 1 acre costs $1,863 per acre. So We know that because 1 acre costs $1,863 and he bought 4 of them, we're going to have to multiply to figure out how many or how much he spent on all 4 acres. So we can pull out our calculators to do 4 times $1,863, and we are going to get a total of $7,452. So that's how much he spent on all 4 acres. So that's the first part of this problem. Now, he then split the land he purchased into 9 lots. How much should he sell each lot for just to break even? So breaking even means he will have sold all the lots for as much as he's paid for them. So he wants to sell all his lots for a total of $7,452 because that's how much he paid for them. So he wants to make up all the money that he lost. So he wants to split up his 4 acres into 9 lots. So we're going to start with our total of money because that's how he wants to know how much he should sell them for. So we're gonna change colors because we're doing a different step of the problem. So we're gonna start with our $7,452, and then we are going to divide that by 9 because he wants to know how much money he he's going to sell each of these 9 lots for. So we have to divide it by 9. So if we get our calculators back out, we can do 7,452 divided by 9, and we'll get $828. So $828 per one lot to break even. So that's our answer. So we're going to make sure to circle it. Alright, so this is our second example of a multi-step word problem with multiplication and division. So, like usual, you guys are going to pause this video, do this problem on your own, and once you're finished, you're going to come back and check your work to see if you were correct. So, pause this video right now and work on this problem. Welcome back! So, this problem reads, a donation center had filled up 44 small bins with canned food, with each bin containing 24 cans. They plan to send the cans out to 4 food banks, but want to give each food bank the same number of cans. How many cans should they give to each food bank? So, let's start with the first part. So we have 44 small bins, and each bin has 24 cans. So, in order to find out how many total cans they have, we're going to multiply. So, 44 times 24 cans is 1,056 cans. So, 1,056 cans. So, that's how many total cans this donation center has. Now, they want to send them out to 4 food banks, but they want to give each food bank the same number of cans. So this is how many total cans they have. So we're going to start with that. So 1,056. And we want to send the same number of cans to each food bank. So we're going to have to divide by 4. Because they want to divide the total number of cans they have evenly by 4. So we're going to do 1,056 divided by 4. And you should have gotten 264 cans. 64 cans. So they're going to send 264 cans to each of the 4 food banks. So that's your final answer. So for the last 2 problems, they are going to be a mix of either add, subtract, multiply, or divide. and they're going to be multi-step. So it's either going to be add, subtract, add, multiply, subtract, multiply, subtract, divide, subtract, add. We don't know. So you guys are going to do them, each of them on your own, and then you're going to come back and we will go over the answer together. So pause this video now, check out this first practice problem, and then come back when you're finished. All right, welcome back. So this problem says, at the town carnival, Billy rode the Ferris wheel 7 times and the bumper cars 3 times. If each ride costs 5 tickets, how many tickets did he use? So we're going to start out finding how many rides he rode. So we know that he rode the Ferris wheel 7 times and the bumper cars 3 times. So if we add those together, we can find out how many total rides he rode. So he rode the Ferris wheel 7 times and the bumper cars 3 times. So we have to add these. So we're going to use addition. And we know 7 plus 3 is 10. So he rode 10 rides total. Now, if each ride costs 5 tickets, how many tickets did he use? So we know one ride costs 5 tickets, but he rode 10 of them. So he has 10 rides, and they each cost 5 tickets. So we want to know how many total tickets he used. So each ride costs 5 tickets. So we're going to have to use multiplication to find out how many tickets he used on all of his rides. So 10 rides times 5 tickets per one ride is 50 total tickets. So he used 50 tickets on all his rides. So that's your final answer. Our second practice problem is this one. So why don't you pause the video right now, work on this problem, and then come back when you're finished to check your answer. All right, welcome back. Okay, so this problem reads, Paige uploaded 74 pictures to Facebook. She put 47 pics into one album and put the rest into 9 different albums. How many pictures were in each of the 9 albums? So, she starts with 24. Why do I keep saying 20? She starts with 74 pictures to Facebook. But she puts 47 pictures into one album. So those pictures are gone. Those pictures are separated from the group. So we're going to do, she starts with 74 pictures. And she already uses 47 of them. So those pictures are gone. They're already separated into an album. So because we've already used them, we're going to do some subtraction. So we know that 74 minus 47 is 27 pictures. So she has 27 pictures left that aren't separated into an album. So that's the first part of this problem. So the second part of the problem is she wants to put the rest of her photos, so the rest of her 27 photos, into 9 different albums. And she wants to find out how many pictures she would put in each of the 9 albums. So we're going to start, she has 27 total pictures left over, and she wants to put them into 9 albums. She wants to separate them into 9 albums. So we know we're going to need to use division on that. And so we're going to do 27 total pictures divided by 9 different albums. And we know that 27 divided by 9 is 3. So she's going to have 3 photos in each of her 9 albums. So that is your final answer. So that's about all we have for this lesson today. So today we worked on solving multi-step word problems. So at the beginning we went over our I can statements. So I would hope you can do all of these. I can solve multi-step word problems. I hope we can do that because we worked on that a lot today. I can recognize when to use each of the 4 signs when solving word problems. So we worked on that too. We had to recognize whether we should be using addition or multiplication or division or subtraction in each of the problems by looking at the keywords. And I can assess whether the answer is reasonable and fits the problem. We did that too. We didn't have any answers that seemed unreasonable, like there were 0.25 chickens or anything like that. So, I think we did a good job today of learning how to solve multi-step word problems. Thanks for watching.